Hello, everyone. This is Bram Sportes, brand new week. Today is August the 11th, 2025. It is Monday. I'm your host, Brandon Ramos, and let's get started with the information. And let's start with the El Paso Chihuahuas, who concluded their 6-game series at home against the Oklahoma City Comets. They're having a great series heading into the weekend. However, not a good weekend for the Chihuahuas. On Friday, they lost 10-9. Then on Saturday, an 11-3 defeat. And then Sunday, the series finale, a 6-4 win for Oklahoma City, which means that the Chihuahuas now are 23-15 on this second half of the minor league season. And in the Pacific Coast League East Division, they're still on top. But just a game and a half games ahead of OKC, who are 22-17. In the entire Pacific Coast League standings, they are now 3.5 games back of Tacoma, who sit at 27-12. So Chihuahuas have to bounce back. And next up for them on the road, they will be at Reno to take on the Aces. And let's go to the El Paso Locomotive FC. They were on the road to take on Miami FC. They were coming off a huge win at home, a historic win, and this time it was a scoreless draw between Locomotive and Miami, and now the Locomotive sit in fourth place of the USL Western Conference standings at 27 points. Ahead of them are second place Sacramento Republic with 30 points, and in third place San Antonio FC with 28 points. Next up for the Locos, Saturday night they will be back home at Southwest University Park taking on Monterey Bay. And now let's go to the scores from the MLB from Sunday. Let's start with the Minnesota Twins, who walked off the Kansas City Royals 5-3 in 11 innings. A Luke Kershaw walk-off, 2-run home run in the 11th inning, his second homer of the season, and it was a huge one. He gives the Twins the win at home. The Cincinnati Reds all over the Pittsburgh Pirates 14-8. It was 9-8 entering the ninth inning. It was actually a close game, but then Cincinnati put up 5 runs in that ninth inning. Noelvi Marte hit a 3-run home run in this game, his 8th homer of the season, and the Reds win it late. The Houston Astros defeated the New York Yankees 7-1. Carlos Correa hit a solo home run, his 9th homer of the season. Jose Altuve also hit a solo home run, his 21st of the season, but most importantly, his 250th career homer. Congratulations to Jose Altuve. The Atlanta Braves defeated the Miami Marlins 7-1. Atlanta hit 3 home runs, one of them by Marcell Ozuna, a 3-run shot, his 19th homer of the season, and something historic in this series. First, on Saturday, Jen Powell became the first female umpire in a Major League Baseball game. Congratulations to her. She was at first base on Saturday. Then on Sunday, she was at home plate. So more history in the books. Congratulations to Jen Powell, the first female umpire in MLB history. Let's go to the Athletics, who defeated the Baltimore Orioles 3-2. Willie McIver hit a go-ahead 2-run double in the ninth inning to give the Athletics the lead and the win on the road. The Detroit Tigers defeated the LA Angels 9-5. Kerry Carpenter, a 3-run home run in this game, his 21st homer of the season. He had a total of 4 RBIs in this game. The Philadelphia Phillies defeated the Texas Rangers 4-2. Edmundo Sosa hit a solo home run, his 6th homer of the season. And starting pitcher Zach Wheeler, 5 innings, 7 strikeouts for him in this ball game. The Chicago White Sox defeated the Cleveland Guardians 6-4. Lennon Sosa, a 2-run home run for him, his 14th of the season. He had a total of 3 RBIs in this game. The Milwaukee Brewers walked off the New York Mets 7-6, courtesy of Isaac Collins, a walk-off solo home run in the ninth inning, his 8th homer of the season. And Milwaukee has now won 9 in a row. And on the other side, the New York Mets, they've lost 7 in a row. And something also to point out for this game, Joey Ortiz, New Mexico State alum, had 3 RBIs in this game. The Washington Nationals shut out the San Francisco Giants 8-0. Most of it thanks to Mackenzie Gore, the starting pitcher for the Nationals. He went 6 innings with 10 strikeouts, one walk, and of course, no runs allowed. James Wood on the offensive side of things had 4 RBIs. The Seattle Mariners defeated these Tampa Bay Rays 6-3. Cal Raleigh hit a 2-run home run in this game, his 45th homer of the season, just hitting home runs everywhere. And starting pitcher Brian Wu went 6 innings with 9 strikeouts, and that's also Seattle's seventh consecutive win. They are also on a roll. The San Diego Padres defeated the Boston Red Sox 6-2. Dylan Cease went 6 innings with 7 strikeouts, 2 walks, 1 earned run. That was the highlight of this game. A 6-2 win thanks to starting pitcher Dylan Cease. The Toronto Blue Jays coming up late and beating the LA Dodgers 5-4. They hit a total of 3 RBIs. The big one, a go-ahead solo home run by Ernie Clement in the 9th inning, his 8th homer of the season, and it was huge as the Blue Jays come back and beat the Dodgers. The Arizona Diamondbacks all over the Colorado Rockies 13-6. Arizona scored 8 runs in the 5th inning. Adrian Del Castillo, a 3-run home run in this game, his first homer of the season. And the St. Louis Cardinals defeated the Chicago Cubs 3-2. Nolan Gorman hit a go-ahead RBI single in the 7th inning to give the Cardinals the lead, and that got them the win as well. And starting pitcher Sonny Gray went 7 innings with 7 strikeouts, only 1 hit allowed, and 1 walk. And now let's go to the standings as we start the week in the MLB. The American League East, the Toronto Blue Jays lead. The Boston Red Sox are 4 games back. The AL Central has the Detroit Tigers on top, followed by the Cleveland Guardians, who are 6 games back. The AL West, the Houston Astros lead, but Seattle only 1 loss more than Houston. They're just a half game back of the Astros. The NL East has the Philadelphia Phillies sitting on top, and the Mets, as I mentioned before, 7 in a row lost. So now there are 5.5 games back of Philadelphia. The NL Central has the Milwaukee Brewers on top, thanks to that 9-game winning streak, and the Chicago Cubs are now 6 games back of the lead. And in the NL West, the LA Dodgers lead the division, and San Diego are 2 games back. And in the wild card standings, the American League has Seattle holding the first wild card spot, Boston the second, and the Yankees the last wild card spot. Behind the Yankees are the Cleveland Guardians, a half game back of New York, and then the Texas Rangers 2.5 games back. And in the National League, the Chicago Cubs hold the first wild card spot, San Diego the second, and the New York Mets hold the third wild card spot. Cincinnati is the first team out right now, a game and a half back of the Mets. The St. Louis Cardinals, 3.5 games back. Now let's go to the WNBA, the Sunday scores. We start with the Minnesota Lynx, who defeated the New York Liberty 83-71. Kayla McBride had 18 points in this game, the leading scorer for the Lynx. The Washington Mystics defeated the Dallas Wings 91-78. Washington all over Dallas in the second half, outscoring the Wings 61-37. Kiki Irafan had 23 points and 10 rebounds, the star of the game. The Atlanta Dream defeated the Phoenix Mercury 74-66. Alicia Gray had 17 points in this ballgame. The Seattle Storm and the LA Sparks. The Sparks won this game 94-91. Darica Hamby had a 3-point play late in the game with 5.6 seconds left to give the Sparks the lead, and eventually they got the win. A total of 19 points for her to give the Sparks the victory at home. The Las Vegas Aces defeated the Connecticut Sun 94-86. Aja Wilson, a huge game, 32 points, 20 rebounds, the first player in WNBA history with a 30-20 game. And now let's go to some soccer. The MLS scores. Montreal and Atlanta United had a 1-1 draw. New England Revolution defeated DC United 2-0. Philadelphia Union and Toronto FC with a 1-1 draw. Austin FC and Houston Dynamo a 2-2 draw. Chicago Fire and LAFC also with a 2-2 draw. FC Dallas defeated Portland Timbers 2-0. St. Louis City FC defeated Nashville 3-1. San Diego FC defeated Sporting Kansas City 2-0. San Jose Earthquakes over Vancouver Whitecaps 2-1. Charlotte FC defeated FC Cincinnati 1-0. Colorado Rapids over Minnesota United 2-1. New York Red Bulls defeated Real Salt Lake 2-1. Orlando City all over Inter Miami 4-1. And Seattle Sounders also with a huge win over LA Galaxy 4-0. And now let's go to some racing. Let's start with the NASCAR Cup Series at Watkins Glen. Shane Van Gisbergen won the race, and that is 4 consecutive road course wins for Van Gisbergen. Excuse me, and congratulations to him as he wins this event. And then in the IndyCar Series at Portland, Will Power won the race, but something to point out here: Alex Palou won the season in the IndyCar Series. It's his 3rd consecutive IndyCar Series title, his 4th in the last 5 seasons. Without a doubt, a great driver in the IndyCar Series, Alex Palou, winning the season. And also, let's go to the Little League Softball World Series as Pennsylvania won the title, and the Little League Baseball World Series starts on Wednesday. And with this, we conclude Bram Sportes with a lot of information for you on this Monday. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.